time. We've got another guy coming on stage. He is making his debut here. He really is, and he's a he's like the funniest dad you've ever seen. So I want you to put your hands together, if you would please welcome JDK. Come on up, JD. Thank you very much. Need you to kiss me, Joe. I am dad. My name is JD, and I'm a dad. Hi. People always ask me, they're asking me, what does JD stands for? I've been hearing it all my life. So when I was younger, I would tell them it stood for juvenile delinquent, because I won one. I was one. I didn't win one. I was one. And then I started getting interested in girls, so I would tell them I was just darling. And then I got into electronic sales as I was a little older, and a kid saw me and he said, "Jelly donuts!" I kind of like that one too. But then I got married and I had children, and it transmogrified into simply just dad. But this week I got new news. I got news from my doctor, and it's changed again. Now it stands for Jewish diabetic. Oh, come on. We all know eventually it's going to stand for just die, and it'll be over. Oh, well, jeez, I didn't expect to get a groan. Thanks. Wow. I appreciate that, though. No, my wife is my treasure. I married the girl next door, literally. She moved into the apartment next door, and based on the sounds I could hear coming through that wall, I had to meet her. I had to meet that woman. So on our first date, she told me to pick her up at 6:30, 7 o'clock, and I knock on the door, and there she is. She opens the door, and there I am, with my watch stretched out in front of me, pointing at the face of the watch, showing, look, it's 6:37, on the dot, exactly. I'm a geek. Not the smooth, not fatty you see before you. No, now fast forward to today, and there are 11 people living in our house. 11. My wife and I and a bunch of children. Okay, 2 of those children are my in-laws. And one of them is my grandchild, but still. No, she and I have 6 children. 3 boys and 3 girls. We're living the Brady Bunch dream! Okay, that was interesting to me. We also have 2 dogs and a cat. Because someone's got to play with all those kids, right? Wait, I got another one for you. 5 of our children are on the autism spectrum. 5 kids with autism. I'll let that soak in for just a second. Yeah, 5 kids with autism, but autism is really, it's not that bad. I know you're scared now. I've said autism, now he's getting topical, what do we do? But autism's only interesting, if you have the kids. I mean, it's not bad. Like when we go out, I'll yell out to the kids, "Come on kids, get ready, get dressed, let's go out." And my son, he'll show up with black socks, no shoes, let's try this again, black shoes with no socks, green army fatigue pajama shorts, a bright yellow t-shirt that says, "You can have my sister" on it, and the collar chewed off. And he thinks that this is an appropriate outfit to wear to a presidential inauguration. Not that we were invited, but you never know. This is also the same kid who won't poop. He won't. He refuses to poop. He says, "God made my body differently, and I don't have to." Okay, I don't know about that, I'm just a dad. But what I do know is that the human body can only hold it for so long. Right? And I just wish his body would tell me when it's about to let go. Especially when we're in public. I had him in the public restroom the other day when we were washing our hands, and I looked at him and I reminded him, "Son, don't forget, cleanliness is next to godliness." And he looked at me and he laughed at me. He said, "Oh, Dad, you're just silly. Anything can be next to godliness if you tear out the right number of pages from the dictionary." Okay. Have you noticed the names of products in public restrooms? Names like Marathon and Sani-Safe and Protecto. They're all made by, they sound like superheroes to me. They're all made by a company named James River. Now I want to know who this guy is and why he's so interested in my toileting habits. And if it's not a company, if James River is a place, I want to know where it is, and I want to make sure I never go there unless I'm carrying a Protecto. Well, if I had my Protecto when I was there, maybe I wouldn't have so many children. I was traveling in Eastern Europe where we adopted our oldest, and I went to a restroom in there, and I was doing what men do when they stand up, and I noticed something in the urinal. And I aimed for it, because I'm a man, we do that. And it was a fly painted in the bottom of the urinal. And I thought, cool, wee-wee targets for men. I wonder what they had for the women. I never got to find that out. We also homeschool all of our kids. We do, really, and it's not that hard. But, you know, we've seen The Village, and we're not going to let it raise our children. I see one person who got that. Yeah, the school district is pissed at us because they don't get any money from us. We live down the street from a school, but my kids don't go there. So every now and then, the school district will send out the Department of Children and Family Services to my home, just to mess with us. And every time they send them out, they send out police, too. I don't know what they expect us to do. What are we going to do, attack them with 12-inch rulers and stab them with number 2 pencils? Last time they came on my son's birthday. And he was jumping around the house, and he was acting all excited. He was so happy. And I said, wow, why are you so happy? And he said, I feel so safe with all these police here. Funny. I didn't. So we're studying science now, and he was proud to come up and tell me, Dad, there are 2 kinds of natural gas, burps and farts. You see, and you thought homeschooling didn't work. My daughter came up to me and told me that she wished dogs could talk, because then we'd hear their accents and we'd know what kind of dog they are. I told my son I was having memory problems from the sickness, and he said, oh, that's really good, Dad. Now I can tell you the same joke over and over and over, and you won't care. You won't even remember. I was sitting at the dinner table with my son, and I noticed a box on the table, and I said, what's in that? And he said, oh, that's that bread from the restaurant, you know, with the nuts and seeds in it. And I said, oh, why didn't you just call it the black bread? He said, I didn't want to sound racist. I said, dude, bread doesn't have any feelings. I saw the movie Rain Man recently. Have any of you seen the movie Rain Man? Yeah, I'm sure I'm sure you're familiar then with what autism is all about. And it's kind of like that, but not all autistics are good with numbers. Not all autistics are autistics. You guys are going to trip over that. Not all autistics are savants. I mean, I've been buying my kids decks for years, and still they can't count cards. Damn. Damn. All right, well, maybe someday I'll figure something out. Anyway, I've enjoyed talking to y'all, and I just wanted to leave you with this one final thought. And that is, if you've met one person with autism, you've met one person with autism. I'm JDK, thanks for listening.